Hi, everyone. I'm Jeremy Long, the Full Metal Traveler, and you're listening to the Unscaled Travel Show, the best damn travel show around. I don't care what they say online. We are the best. Today's episode, we're talking about Vegas weddings, the wackiness around Vegas weddings, why it's so popular, how it got to be so popular. Plus, we're going to take you into a couple of places. The little Vegas Chapel. Also, our friends over at the Las Vegas Cannabis Weddings. We're going to talk to them as well. So we got a full show. It's packed to the gills. Okay. My co-host and fellow traveler, of course, is my wife, Amy Long.
Hello.
Hey there. Come on there.
I like talking about weddings.
I know you do. I know you do. We got married 20 years ago.
We did.
20 years ago. Look at that. Look at the smiles on our faces. You can hear the joy.
And we had I won't say a unique wedding, but it was a somewhat unique venue.
You say unique. I say, almost borderline white trash.
Well, when we got married, the venue was an events venue.
And we were kind of white trash. So
how were we supposed to know shortly after we got married they would turn it into a lawnmower store?
You knew that. That's why you wanted it there.
I did not, but
It did. It was a John Deere dealership. I think it's still there.
I know. 20 years later, it's still a John Deere dealership, but our wedding was one of the few they had for the 6 months it was a wedding venue.
6 months. In between, it was a Piggly Wiggly, and now it's a John Deere dealership. But in that 6 months between, it was an event space, and we got married there.
We did get married there, and we did not have a traditional wedding cake. We had a donut cake.
Hey, we had Krispy Kreme donuts, freshly picked up by me and my best man that morning. And, it was a ton of fun.
It was. We had a fun wedding.
Vegas has a reputation for weddings. I don't know if you knew this.
Never heard about it.
Over on average, 120,000 couples get married in Vegas every single year.
Wow.
And it is by far the most popular destination wedding for couples. Do you know the second most popular one?
No, I do not.
Hawaii, which is okay. Yeah.
If you're going to do a destination wedding, I can see Hawaii.
Sure, absolutely. Hawaii is a beautiful spot.
Yeah.
Its numbers hover around on average 25,000.
Oh, wow.
That lets you know how popular Las Vegas is for destination weddings, for people who are just, tying the knot like that, and they want something a little more irreverent. That's going to be my word for this episode.
I know people from back home where we lived in Texas who came to Vegas to get married.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they brought their family,
Mm-hmm.
parents, brothers and sisters, came out here for a weekend. They got married at one of the chapels and live streamed it, so everyone back home was able to watch. And then they had a nice long weekend here in Vegas and came home. And they said it was the best decision. It wasn't overly expensive, and they got kind of a family vacation out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And they were, they weren't the type of people that had the dreams of this big fancy white wedding, so they were very happy. But it was still a traditional wedding. They didn't do like the drive-through or married by a character. Like, they had an actual wedding in an actual chapel. Her in a wedding dress. But
that's funny. Well, I mean, we're gonna introduce you to some of the wackier ways you can get married. A little bit later on in the show, you'll be surprised at some of these that'll absolutely blow your mind. And then some of them you won't be surprised at. You probably already know about the Elvis weddings, Elvis themed weddings, and the drive-through weddings in Las Vegas have been around since the 50s. Maybe some of your parents or grandparents got married, or at least, renewed their vows in that kind of sense.
Maybe that's what we do to renew our vows. Maybe
so. But here's the thing. You can get married at almost any of the popular tourist attractions right here in town.
Yeah. You can.
One of the first ones that springs to mind that we've seen on a personal level, we've seen people get married on the gondolas.
Yeah.
At the Venetian.
Yeah, which is a little, I've never been on the gondolas, but I guess As long as you're not wearing a huge poofy dress, there's no concern that you may fall in the water. I don't know the weight of a wedding dress on one of those boats, what that does. But
Hey, look, man, I've seen people fall in that water for a lot less than a wedding dress. But so, I mean, the gondolas are always really popular. Another really popular place is the Neon Museum.
Yes. I've seen a lot of pictures of weddings out there.
If you've never been to the Neon Museum, what it is basically it's a museum dedicated to the old like lights and signs of Vegas. They acquire the signs, they renovate them, they restore them, and then they've made this attraction where you can go in and walk around like some of the old timey things that Vegas was known for and built its reputation on. And you can walk around there. You can take pictures in the evening if you want to. And it's a very popular spot to either get married or at least go get wedding photos done.
Yeah. Yeah. We actually saw a wedding couple out there when we went to the museum taking their bridal photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So, and also, of course, there are the main ones like the Bellagio fountains. At least get it, if you're not getting married there at the little space, which happens often, you at least go get your wedding photos or, your bridal party photos and things like that at the Bellagio fountains. Yeah. And there's like different, you have to go through the casinos, but there are different packages you can get to have your.
You can. You can also get married at the Shark Reef Aquarium at Mandalay Bay in the little tunnel where the sharks and the fish are swimming over you, which is a really cool picture. I've seen a lot of wedding pictures there too. And then you can also get married on the Eiffel Tower platform if you want to get married with a view. You can get married in the high roller. You get in one of the pods.
Go back to the Eiffel Tower. You and I have been up to the top of the Eiffel Tower here in Vegas.
Yes.
And it's a very compact space.
Well, I think so. There's various levels, and I think the observation deck where most people typically get a ticket and go up there, I don't think that's where they marry you.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a few levels down where they have an open bar.
Mm.
It's right above the restaurant, I think, is the level. There's a bar and there's like some seating out there. And I think that's where you can get married. So it's not at the top of the Eiffel Tower. It's about halfway.
Okay.
Which is still a lovely view of.
It's a lovely view. You
strip.
Confused me because I was like, there's barely enough room to like scooch around people.
Yeah,
at the very
that
top
observation deck is around 3 feet wide. So I don't know how well, having a whole wedding party up there would
barely
work.
enough room for me and my can of beer that I'm holding.
Which I will say is one of the best views of the whole strip.
Oh, it's great.
We love going
and
up
of the Bellagio fountains.
Yes.
Speaking of the fountains, great view of the fountains. If you want to see it all in one fell swoop. Oh, you mentioned the high roller. The high roller is the giant observation wheel or Ferris wheel, some people call it.
Yeah. You can rent a pod and get married in the pod as it goes around. So you have, the view of Vegas in the background as you're getting married. The pods don't hold a lot of people, so some of these are more intimate wedding parties, but it's still an interesting way to get married. But if we're going to talk about getting married with a view, I think the winner there is the Strat.
Mm-hmm.
They have wedding chapels, indoor wedding chapels, 2 different ones on floor 103. So you're 103 floors up. But then if you're a little more daring, they have outdoor decks on floors 108 and 109 that you can get married on too. I don't know that I could do that personally.
There you go, man. You get married and then once you're strapped in and everything, you jump off the side of the strap and there you go. Yeah. Why not? That's why people come to Vegas for those unique experiences. My thought to you out loud is who's going to be the first one to get married at the Sphere? There's some multimillionaire waiting to hitch their kid at the Sphere and have everyone know it. That's what I'm thinking.
Do you think they'll put just married in their names on the outside of the Sphere?
They should. If you're going to spend that much money, you better.
Ooh, yeah.
Put my face.
Put your face?
Just
Maybe
married.
just my name. I don't need my face that big.
No, my face on that so everyone can see it. It's Jeremy Long. It's Unscaled Travel Show. We're having fun talking Vegas weddings. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Unscaled Travel Show. It's Jeremy Long, the Full Metal Traveler. Remember, as always, you can go back on our website, fullmetaltraveler.com, find all of our past episodes and interviews right there, all in one location. You know, we've mentioned time and time again that over 100,000 couples say I do in Las Vegas on average every single year, and it makes it one of the premier destination wedding spots in the entire world. So we thought, hey, you know what, let's get out of the studio, let's go down, talk to the people who are actually on the, is it okay to say we're on the front lines of the wedding business? It's a $2 billion business here in Vegas alone. Man.
It's huge.
So we're here at the Little Vegas Chapel, Elmer Tuscios. Did I get it close?
It's Tuscios, but you're fine.
Oh my gosh. All right, never mind. Interview's over. We're shutting it all down. We're here at the Little Vegas Chapel. Tell us, first off, just a little bit of history about the Little Vegas Chapel.
Yeah, so the Little Vegas Chapel opened in 2013, and we actually opened in the middle of the Strip, across the street from the Stratosphere. Yeah. We grew as a company over time, and in 2019, we moved to this location here, which is a lot bigger, and we are currently located in the Arts District in Las Vegas instead of the Strip.
On average, how many weddings do you guys perform a day, a month, a year?
Normally, it's about 10 ceremonies per day, which is about 10% of the ceremonies that take place in Las Vegas. And that's a daily thing. During the weekends, we go upwards to about 20, 25 weddings per day. During holidays, it goes up to like 30 and 40. And then in special days or repetitive dates, for example, last year, February 22nd, 2022, we performed 168 ceremonies in one day.
So what have been some of the most outrageous requests that you've had come in?
I wouldn't call them outrageous. I'd say different.
Different.
Outrageous sort of implies that we can't do it. We can do anything. There was this one couple that came in dressed as dinosaurs, and they wanted to get married as dinosaurs because they really wanted to be bridezillas. There was this other couple that insisted on marrying a little toy alien that they had for this Area 51 raid thing that they were doing, or something like that. Okay. We've had several like Star Wars weddings. We had several like Dracula performing weddings. We're about to perform a wedding that's completely pink and Barbie themed. So anything that anybody brings in, we can sort of perform.
Now, one of your big draws, obviously, is getting married by the king himself. Mm-hmm. One of the few places you can actually do that, and it's licensed, it's official. How popular is that package for people?
Very popular. It's roughly 50% of the ceremonies that we do here are Elvis themed. Elvis serenades the couple throughout the entire ceremony. It's completely legal, and it's totally Elvis themed. So there's usually not a word that doesn't somehow tie into his songs in the ceremony.
I want to witness that just once. If you're coming to Vegas, you're getting married by Elvis here at the little Vegas Chapel, please invite me. I just want to be a part of it and clap and just have that aura, the energy, the king. I forgot where I was going with that. What do you think? I mean, your opinion, why do you think Vegas is such a popular destination for couples? I mean, you can kind of go anywhere and get married, but why do you think so many people turn to Vegas?
So it's true, you can go anywhere to get married, but it's not Vegas. That's sort of it. As far as what the secret in Vegas is, just ask anybody else who comes here why they're here. In terms of getting married, it's just easy. It's easier.
It's easier. So speaking of easy, I mean, you do recommend making a reservation or planning ahead for your marriage, but
absolutely,
you do offer, if there are slots available, the ability to just walk in.
People can just come in.
How many times do people just walk in?
Not as much as I wish it would. Okay. They're usually very, very fun couples, and their stories are the best. They're always the people that just met earlier, and it's always really fun. Usually you can tell that it's a really big spark of love that impulses them to bring themselves to the Marriage License Bureau and then get married. So those are just the best ones. Roughly 1 in every 18 or so weddings is a walk-in like that. Yeah, so it's not as popular as it should be, but it is.
A little known fact, right across the street is the Annulment Center. No, I'm just kidding.
It's actually a bar.
It's actually a bar.
It works both things, yeah.
The Atomic Tavern is right next door. You can just, well, anyway. Well, I guess, you actually do have some specials.
We do,
as well. I mean, because now Vegas is blown up as a sports capital. We love monikers here, like entertainment capital of the world, wedding capital of the world, and now, sports capital of the world, obviously, since we're getting Formula One. And I think you have a package that's tied directly into that.
Yeah, we do. Anybody that wants to come by and race to the altar is welcome to do so November 6th through 10th for a very special Formula One package. It comes with photography, the works, the music, everything you could ever want, and it'll be a little bit quicker than average.
Race to the altar, quicker than average. What does that mean?
We're going to have to find out.
Oh my God. I love it, man. Elmer, thank you so much for your time, man. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome here. You want to find out more about weddings? Look up Little Vegas Chapel.
Yes, sir.
.com, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I want to make sure that was right. Thank you so much to Elmer Tuscios. Oh man, I can't believe I messed his name up like that. I did it, twice. I'm just horrible with names. Apologies to Elmer. And thank you so much to Mallory Zito and GYC Vegas for helping set that up for us. They invited us down and we got to take a look around the Little Vegas Chapel. What'd you think?
It was adorable. And they have multiple little chapels in there where you can get married depending on the size of your party or the look you want. And they even have this cute little garden area in the back where you can have pictures taken with this lovely gate and overhead lighting, market lights, just so cute. It almost makes me want to get married again.
Oh, okay. Wait, same guy or what?
Same guy.
Oh,
I guess
man.
that's a renewal ceremony, but they do those too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they do. I was actually very surprised. Yes, it's named the Little Vegas Chapel and everything. And, don't let the eyes deceive you. Because when you first get there, you're like, okay, how is this really going to look? They really do utilize every square inch. Inside of their building is somewhere you can take a picture.
Yes.
Signage and different foliage and stuff like that on the walls and everything. And they have professionals in there that can actually angle your photos to make it looks amazing on the inside. I know my words don't do it justice, but it looks really nice.
When you walk up or you drive up and you see the pink Cadillacs outside, you're like, what have I gotten myself into? But inside it's beautiful. There are all these beautiful photo opportunities. Like you were saying, there's 3 different little chapels that you can get married in, each with a little bit of a different look and feel. One is a little more glam, the other is a little more rustic looking, and then you have the small chapel for the very intimate weddings of less than a handful. But each room had its own personality, but all of them were lovely.
I don't want to alert you. I don't know if you saw, but I saw Elvis in the hallways.
I did see Elvis.
Did you see Elvis in the hallways? Oh my gosh.
I had to pass by Elvis in the hallway.
I said, "Excuse me" to Elvis as I walked by. I said it twice, and he just kind of nodded at me and smiled. The whole staff down there, lots of fun, and so super nice. We want to thank him again for having us down, showing us around as we continue our look at fun, irreverent, just exciting ways to get married here in Las Vegas. Stay right here. We're going to have more. It's the Unscaled Travel Show. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Unscaled Travel Show. I'm Jeremy Long. And don't forget, you can always go to fullmetaltraveler.com for all of our past episodes and downloads, interviews like the one you're seeing today. Over 100,000 people on average get married in Las Vegas every single year.
Yep.
And there's a million different ways to get married. I mean, you can get married and jump off of things. You can get married and blow stuff up in Vegas. You can get married and you don't even have to get out of your car. You can just drive right through some places. So it makes sense that when cannabis was legalized in 2017, that eventually weed and matrimony would tie the knot. And here today, Maxine Fensom, serial entrepreneur and the First Lady of Cannabis. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me today.
Well, I'm so excited too. We got a little bit of a crowd. We got people here. I want to talk about let's go back to the beginning.
Okay.
How did this idea spring, forward? Where did it come from? Where did you get the inspiration?
Well, basically, I started doing the cannabis tours pretty much at the beginning of the pandemic. And then just through talking to some of my guests, they would say, oh, we would love to get married. And so I thought, well, maybe I should do that. I actually did want to do that anyway. I wanted to become an officiant, but that kind of powered me on. And then I remember one time I was doing a tour and I said to this couple, oh yeah, I've just become an officiant. And they said, we'd like you to marry us. And so I married them the next day. They had matching tracksuits, matching backpacks, matching shoes. And I married them and that was it. So a cannabis wedding was born.
Now, did you become an officiant with the idea of doing cannabis-themed weddings in mind, or was it before all of that?
It was a bit of both. It was basically, I wanted to marry actually LGBT. That's what I was thinking of. And then I was doing husband and wife. And then of course it was just a natural progression to do the cannabis. So that was how it all sort of came about. And then my most recent one was yesterday. I renewed an elderly couple. It was their 17th time of having their marriage vow renewals. And they were so lovely. He had never had an edible and he was trying an edible for the first time yesterday. And it was very, very sweet. They were very in love. It was lovely.
17 renewals.
Yeah, they've been married 28 years.
You got to be in love for that.
Yeah.
Wait, 17 renewals in 28 years?
28 years,
Okay,
yeah.
I thought they were vampires. I thought they were going on forever. Or something.
No.
Okay, well, hey, that's
gorgeous.
love, man. That's love, and that's, edibles.
Yeah.
It'll make you do that. So in your wedding packages, you offer a chance to either get married in a grow house,
yes,
or right here at beautiful Planet 13.
Yep.
How was the relationship born between you and Planet 13?
I started doing the tours, and then of course, I have made a really great friend of the owner, Larry, and I think he was pretty open to it. I just said to him one day, what do you think about this? And then he actually rang me back and goes, I'm ringing you back, let's do this. And so we did that with the help of Lindsay and Lexi from Brand Bomb PR. So yeah, it was, like I said, a cannabis wedding was born. So yeah, that's how it it was a very natural thing, very organic. And then the following week, I think it was Valentine's Day, and then we had all the TV crews here from everywhere, and got national coverage. My publicist actually won an award for it, and then that was it.
Wow,
so, yeah.
that's exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's blown up in such a way, like over just these last couple of years. Approximately how many weddings has your company hosted?
Maybe 50 or 60.
How many of them were Raiders fans?
I haven't asked,
kidding.
but I haven't. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for a Raiders fan wedding. I would love to do that. I'll marry them anywhere.
Oh, that's wonderful.
But it'd be great to have them here or in the grow house. Yeah, for sure.
I love it. Was there a specific request for a grow house? I mean, it's such an unusual place to really tie the knot.
Yes.
Were you getting those asked all the time? Or?
Yes. I've had people that they want to be married with the plant. In fact, the first one I ever did was in 420, and I took them to a grow house, and very passionate about the plant, and all they wanted to do was just smell it, be immersed in it, and get married in it. So yeah. Yeah, it's the most, well, obviously they've got a choice. They can do one, the grow house, or Planet 13, or they can do a combination of both. Yeah.
It's the same way I feel about Twinkies a lot of the time. I just want to be immersed in it. That's a different story. So I forgot where I was even going with that. Just looking at it, I mean, so far, what was the initial reaction? You mentioned the news cameras were out and everything, but what was the initial reaction from the public? Were they more curious than anything, or did you have genuine interest, like, hey, sign me up?
I did. Curiosity and a lot of excitement. Like, people are like, oh my God. Like with the tours, they say, oh God, I can't wait. I'm so excited to come on the tour. But then with the cannabis weddings, it was like, oh yeah, that sounds fantastic. Yep, I want to do that. So I've had last minuters, and then I've had people have planned 6 months, 12 months in advance. I have quite a lot already for 420 next year, which is great. But yeah, the initial thing is always excitement. Like, I can't even believe this. I can't believe I'm getting married in a grow, or I'm getting married at a dispensary. I've had people come in from overseas as well. I've married quite a few foreigners as well.
Really?
Yep. Yep,
That's
I'm yet to
exciting.
marry an Australian couple though.
Oh, come
So
on.
I'm waiting.
Australia. Come
Aussie,
on.
Aussie, Aussie, oi, oi, oi.
Just Aussies, maybe some Kiwis.
Yeah, Kiwis too. We love them.
Well, so, we, of course, live in Sin City. We, celebrate the fact that you can get away with some stuff here, but there are certain laws around cannabis and what you can and can't do. So before people are thinking they're going to go buck wild doing everything here, what are a few of the rules in place?
Oh well, you can't smoke or imbibe in either the grow house or in the dispensary. The consumption laws have not come through yet, except for, of course, Nuwu, that has their consumption lounge, but there is no other at the moment. So that's for sure. That's disappointing, but that's the law.
I know. We
Yeah.
want to keep you safe.
Yes.
Make you happy, very
Yes.
happy.
And stoned, but just
but safe.
not here.
So also, I heard a rumor that you are expanding the empire to also include our friends in Arizona.
Yes, that's right. Phoenix, Arizona, with the Clarendon Hotel. That's I'm in partnership with the Lexi here in Las Vegas. An amazing grow house there, as well as a great dispensary that also has a full commercial kitchen. It also has between 500 and 1,000 milligrams that you can add into your food. It's pretty wild. Ooh. And then also paired with a winery and also accommodation and also a consumption lounge where there's a membership. So that's very exciting. And so I can't wait to hit Phoenix running.
Oh, I don't think Phoenix is ready.
Oh, I think they will be by the
You
time I
better
get
get
there.
ready, Phoenix.
Yes.
If people want to find out more about it along the way before you guys really truly get off the ground, how can they?
Oh, they can just send. They can just do an inquiry. Maxine. Las Vegas Cannabis Tours @gmail.com, and just send me an
It's the
email.
only way to do it. You're gonna enjoy breakfast so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so recently you guys launched a 420 special, the
Yes.
big. I guess you were getting a lot of response for like more. We want
Yes.
bigger cakes. We want more extravagant.
Yes, the
things.
helicopter.
The helicopter. Tell us a little bit about that experience.
Okay, well, that's a glass blowing experience. So they get to make one of three items, like a wine stopper, a pendant, or a dab. And then they get a great swag of gifts. We take them to here. They can get married. We take them to the Grow. We take them for lunch. We also take them up in a helicopter as well, where they can oversee, the beautiful sunset of Las Vegas. So it's a big day.
Edibles and then a helicopter ride.
Yes.
Who thought that up? Because I don't know about any of you, but that would lose my mind, I think.
Yeah.
Have you done it?
I have been in the helicopter.
Okay.
Yes, I have. Yes.
It's
yes.
so much fun.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything? Did we cover everything that you wanted to mention about Las
Well,
Vegas Cannabis Weddings?
Well, Las Vegas Cannabis Weddings.com, and also it's on Instagram, Las_Vegas_Cannabis_Weddings, Cannabis Weddings.
So many underscores.
Yeah, and so we do a really lovely ceremony here at Planet 13, and of course the Grow, and of course they've got a consumption lounge opening up at some stage as soon as they're able to, and so that'll be an exciting add-on to what we already have as far as with our weddings.
Maxine Fensom, serial entrepreneur, the first lady of cannabis. Thank you so much for your time. I
Thanks
really
very
do
much.
appreciate
Yeah.
it. Keep it right here at the Unscaled Travel Show. We're going to have more, right? Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Unscaled Travel Show. I'm Jeremy Long, the Full Metal Traveler. And from America's most famous monuments to her national parks, land surveyors have been there to measure the physical world and discover the true lay of the land. For all your land surveying needs, you're going to want to contact our friends over at Diamondback Land Surveying at 702-823-3257. That's 702-823-23. Totally messed that up. 702-823-3257. 702-823-DBLS on your phone, or you can visit them online because you can't get the number from me apparently. Diamondbacklandsurveying.com. They do that great land surveying work in Nevada, in Arizona, California, all up the West Coast. So don't take my not able to speak words for it.
Just Google them.
There you go. Google diamondbacklandsurveying.com. Appreciate them supporting us here in this show. We're talking Vegas, wacky Vegas weddings, irreverent Vegas weddings. We were just chatting with our friends over at Las Vegas Cannabis Weddings. So thank you, Maxine Fensom and her group over there. And a little bit earlier in the show, we had the Little Vegas Chapel. And we appreciate them taking time for us and our wackiness. All kinds of wacky. That's my word. I thought it was going to be irreverent, but it's wacky.
He's toggling back and forth between wacky and irreverent.
Oh, okay.
See, now I can't even say
you're
it.
infected with it. So you may be wondering, how did Vegas earn the wedding capital of the world reputation? We like to give ourselves nicknames and reputations here. We're like the entertainment capital of the world. Now we're like the sports city and, sports capital of the world, if we're being honest here. And now, this wedding capital of the world reputation. Where did it come from? I'm glad you asked, Amy. It started really in 1931. It was the same year that we legalized gambling here in Nevada. At the same time, in that same year, they eased restrictions on wedding and divorce requirements in the state. So, in other states, you had to wait days for a wedding license.
Right. Which you still do in most states.
In Nevada, you could get your wedding license in minutes. So that meant tons of young people, and it's always with the young people, from California and the surrounding states started coming to Nevada, in particular Las Vegas, to get a quickie wedding.
I can see that. When you have met the one, you don't want to wait 3 days, right?
When you are 3 hours into knowing the one and you don't want to wait.
Yeah.
Plus, this was one of the first places that didn't require, listen to this, a blood test. Other states wanted you to have the blood test to make sure you weren't drunk. Here, we encourage it.
I don't even have words for that.
Here, whatever, bro. You're drunk, get it annulled.
I'm pretty sure that they're not supposed to give you one if you are visibly
impaired and intoxicated. They will now. It's a little bit stricter,
right?
But back then it was a lot harsher on that. Now, not so much. Also, it was cheap. Weddings could go on the cheap. You didn't need all the extra fees and everything else. Even today, even now, a wedding could cost you $250. That is with the flowers. That's with the person, the officiant, music, all of that mess. $250.
That is cheap. You can't buy a dress for $250, really.
And also, now you can get quickie divorces here too.
Well, we're not talking about divorces today. We're talking about weddings.
I know. We're talking the good stuff.
And we did come across some unusual wedding venues or activities that you can do right after tying the knot in Vegas if you're a little more adventurous.
Okay.
So one that's not really, I would say, wacky, just a more unusual, is you can get married on the pirate ship at Treasure Island. So, if you have dreams of being a pirate, there you go. You can get married right there on the pirate ship in whatever gear you want to wear. If you want to dress as a pirate, go right ahead.
Wait, is the
it's your
pirate
wedding.
ship still there?
I think so, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's there. I
Okay.
thought they closed it down, but I think you can still rent it for specific events.
I don't even look in that direction anymore. Treasure Island just makes me sad. I also know you can get married at New York, on their very famous Big Apple coaster. That's the roller coaster that wraps around the outside of the building. You can get married on the platform there. And as soon as you say, I do, hop on that sucker and you're going for a ride around the New York, which is fun, I guess. I mean, it sounds like fun. Sounds like a hell of a lot of fun.
When you marry the one, you suddenly want to, defy death with them, I guess, which leads into some of the other things you can do when you get married, like skydiving. I don't fully understand this, but you get married and then they take you up and you jump out of a plane together.
Oh, wait, so they don't officiate it while you're falling?
They do not officiate while you're falling, much to the misconception. However, you can get married on a helicopter while flying over the strip, and that they do marry you in the air.
Well, I mean, skydiving, look, if you're in the middle of your vows and skydiving, or you can't get through, you know those wedding vows, like when people write their own vows, and they're like 4 hours long.
Yeah.
There just wouldn't be enough time, man.
No.
You know.
No, this keeps it short and sweet.
It's not the fall, it's the sudden stop, right?
Right. Well, something else you can do as you get married, and this is one of the more unusual, I would say, is at Machine Gun Vegas. You two can get married, and the line on their website that I just find hilarious says, "To become one as you both fire the handgun." It's okay. I mean, I know there is a market for everything. I'm just curious. Who's out there doing this? I want to know. I want to see the wedding at the machine gun place.
To become one as you both fired the same handgun?
Yes.
Wow. Well, I guess that would work for quickie divorces too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe so. Now, Machine Gun Vegas is cool because that's the helicopter play. Is that the helicopter play?
No. This is just the shooting machine guns.
Okay. It's just the gun place where you can shoot machine guns and stuff like that, but you could also fire a round at the same time, holding the same gun.
Apparently, that's how it's implied on the website.
Say I do with a Glock 17. That sounds incredible.
Is that
honestly.
how we renew our vows right there?
Well, I mean, it fits with our theme. I mean, if we're going to get married at a John Deere place, then...
I don't know. I think the next one is probably a little more in line.
What's the next
with
one?
Us.
Let me hear it.
So, if anybody's been to the Las Vegas Strip lately, you may have seen the Taco Bell Cantina on the Strip. God. You can get married in the Taco Bell Cantina, but not only can you get married there, they will make you a bouquet and a bow tie out of sauce packets. I mean, who would have thought, right?
Get out of here.
If you love Taco Bell.
Oh my gosh. What? A bouquet and a bow tie?
Yes.
Of sauce packets?
Of sauce packets, yes.
And that's our show, folks. That's it. Well, yay, man. You get that, and then do you get passes like the couple's bathroom situations there?
I assume they think you are going to leave after the wedding, but I do know there is some food involved. So.
The Taco Bell Cantina is the Taco Bell where you can also get alcohol with your... I mean, because if you want to mix anything with alcohol, it's the food at Taco Bell. Wow. I would love to just attend a wedding. If you're having a wedding at Taco Bell Cantina in Las Vegas, I would love to come.
Please let us know.
Please invite me. I would love to be there. I will bring, I'm sure they're going to have tacos and bean burritos and stuff for you, but I will bring something. I don't know.
Can you imagine at your wedding, you're eating Taco Bell, even if it's not in a Taco Bell, but that's the food you're serving? It's Taco Bell.
Well, I mean, we had Krispy Kreme.
We did, but
that was my wedding
different.
cake. That was my groom's cake. Was Krispy Kreme. So I can't judge too much on Taco Bell Cantina.
Yeah, but we weren't serving burritos for dinner.
We should have. You know how hungry everybody is, and we didn't have the money for that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Taco Bell is a more economical option.
Economical. There you go. So, or you know what? You want the ultimate dare? Become one, fire off a handgun, go to Taco Bell, say I do, and then a race to the toilet as you both skydive right afterwards.
You could do it all.
That is the ultimate Las Vegas wedding weekend right there. I am just awestruck at that one. Taco Bell Cantina.
You know, if you want an unusual wedding, Vegas is the place to do it.
Thank you so much to Maxine, Fensom, and the folks over at Las Vegas Cannabis Weddings. Of course, our friends over at the Little Vegas Chapel. And for all of you for checking us out. It's the Unscaled Travel Show. I can't talk. Well, all right, we're gone.